this area, the Poudre Valley Green Party is a wonderful organization, and I thank them for supporting my campaign when I ran against Marilyn Musgrave in 2004. Jerry Gerber and Eric Freed and Holly Kopp and John Anderson, and who have I forgotten? There's so many people who were helpful in that campaign. And I was grateful for those of you who voted for me. Probably got more votes than any Green Party candidate for a national office, percentage-wise, in a long time. I'm tired of voting for Democrats and getting war, and Republicans and getting war, and Democrats and getting war. I'm tired of a Congress that could only muster 25 or 27 votes to get out of Afghanistan, and which voted for $33 billion more for more troops in Afghanistan just yesterday. I'm tired of not having a voice for peace and sanity, and not a country that depends on military to solve all its problems. And I promise you that if I do get elected to, and when I get elected to the United States Senate, that I will constantly call for getting us out of the military dominance imperialism game. And I will call for a reinvestigation of what happened at 9/11 and hold accountable the people who did not do their job and stole us out. And I promise you that I will vote and work for a single-payer health care plan for all people of the United States. And 100 other things that need to be done to make sure that our government and its EPA is empowered to protect our environment, and that we function on the precautionary principle, which is about not doing any harm first, making sure that what we do is safe and not harmful to people, and not waiting for that harm to take place before we do anything to change things. That includes drilling for oil. It includes subsidies for coal. It includes subsidies, which were in that bill, by the way, for nuclear power that was voted on in the supplemental. Subsidies to build nuclear power plants, which corporations are assuring us are safe, just like BP assured us that their drilling in the Gulf was safe. I'm tired of the Ronald Reagan philosophy that government is bad and has to be taken out of the game of regulating the way we act on the planet. And I'll bet you that there isn't a person here who isn't as tired of that as I am. And that's why my campaign literature says, pissed, because I think you're as angry as I am about what's going on. But the point of it is, I don't want to be just out there to protest and saying I'm angry. I want to win. I think Colorado, can you hear me over the rain? Mother Earth's trying to clean herself off here, you know? I want to win, and the reason I want to win is to make this a three-party state. There is nothing in the U.S. Constitution that says that it has to be a two-party state. There is nothing in the Colorado Constitution that says this has to be a two-party state. This can be a three-party state or a four-party state, and we can get away from this two-party so-called debate, which is nothing but a personality horse race and name-calling and labeling that does nothing to consider what we have to do rationally and thoughtfully. It ruins the debate. And we need to have more voices in that debate and in the choices that we have to make. You could not vote in 2004 in District 4 for a U.S. congressperson except voting for me to not go to war in Iraq. I was the only candidate in that case. Now, people in Colorado need to have that kind of a vote. I don't care if it comes out against what I'm standing for, that's fine. But you've got to have a vote to do that if this is a democracy. You don't have candidates who are clearly in favor of certain actions. And, I mean, you get a candidate of hope. Wow, lots of hope, but not real action to change. So I want to see 3 parties in this state, and here's how we're going to do it, okay? On my website, on the home page, is a petition, and it says, I will vote for Bob Kinsey and the Green Party in November if 600,000 other people who are Coloradans pledge to vote Bob Kinsey and the Green Party. That takes away the whole argument that it's a wasted vote, you know, a spoiler vote. Because if we get enough people who vote beforehand to say they'll vote for Green because they want to have a choice for Green values in the U.S. Senate, then we got enough to win. 600,000 in a 3-way race in an off-presidential year could win this. Let's make it a kind of a winning game rather than just, oh, I'm voting my... Well, it's important to be able to vote your values. It's important that you vote for what you really want rather than the lesser of 2 evils. But let's also make it a winning vote. And we can do that by saying it's not a loser vote, by getting enough people. You've got to talk. You've got to talk to your friends. You've got to sign that petition. That petition has to grow to the place where by September 1st or September 15th, there's enough people on that petition that the mainstream media and the chambers of commerce and whoever else cannot leave me out of the debates, cannot leave me out of the election so that the voters of Colorado know they have 3 choices instead of just 2 choices. We can do this. We don't have to wait for instant runoff voting. As a matter of fact, we don't have the time to wait for instant runoff voting. This planet is dying because of our actions, because of corporate capitalism, because of people who don't want government to make the right choices about the way we do business on this planet. We don't have the time. We have to get green voice in the U.S. Senate. What do you think of that? Sign the petition. Let's make the Green Party a winner. There are so many things, so many issues I could talk to you about. I think most of you that are here are on the same page as I am on those issues. The issue is, can we win? Can we create a situation where the Green Party can stand up? You know, Vermont can do it. They got Bernie Sanders, socialist mayor of Burlington, Vermont, in the United States Senate. Why can't Colorado have an independent Green Party valued person in the U.S. Senate to represent the kinds of things that you can read about on my website? Thank you for being here. Build the Poudre Valley Green Party. Build the Green Party. Let's be a winner in November. Thank you.